Yeah, so Steven was up here. I was asking earlier about the Saturn moon matrix and his thoughts on that. I thought that's
Yeah, what do you think about that, Stephen?
Saturn moon matrix stuff, it's something that comes from David Icke in the 1990s, and others have been pushing that to kind of mislead people and push them away from real recycling, reincarnation, soul trap research, and just say it's all the Saturn moon matrix. But as far as anyone can tell, Saturn is just a light in the sky. All right. A lot of what you've been shown is CGI by NASA. It isn't an actual quote unquote planet or terra firma that someone can land on. What they're showing you is fake. So what they're putting out there is controlled opposition. Info say that, oh, the Saturn moon matrix is what keeps people locked in here. But it's mainstream David Icke bullshit, and David Icke is controlled opposition. Even if it thinks otherwise, just say to yourself, how come he's been on mainstream media, on the news from here to Australia for decades, and how he can sell out Wembley Stadium and stuff like that a regular real truth speaker would never be allowed to do. It's all controlled at the very top. Who gets on television, who gets famous. Fame itself is controlled in this realm. So you're not going to get famous whether you're an author, a thinker, an artist, a comedian, a musician. You're not going to get famous as opposition to the system. Like Ike is world famous. It doesn't work that way. The ones that run this realm can control that easily. Just like mainstream publishing that a lot of you guys seem to put a lot of faith in is absolutely controlled, and it has been since the days of the printing press. All of the publishing companies are owned by a few families, like the Rockefeller family and the Rothschilds. There's just 2 or 3 families that own every single publishing company on earth. All of the media is owned and controlled. So the people that go by these books and think, well, it's in this book or this book, read all the books you want, but you're reading controlled information that they allow you to read. That's the way it works. If somebody wanted to come up with a book, they would shut it down and say, well, that's not ever going to get published, and you can submit it to 20 or 30 or 50 different publishers, and they give you the illusion that you have choice. Or just like in a grocery store, there's around 3 or 4 corporations that own every product, every brand in that goddamn grocery store. Monopoly on the products you buy in a supermarket. It's a monopoly on your news, and it's a monopoly on publishing houses. It's all controlled. Ike is a gatekeeper. There's no doubt about it in my mind. He's controlled, and that's the way this system works. Fame works that way. I have some intelligent people over here in the chat room that understand what I'm saying. Our poll is saying baby truth or stuff, but all he can do is insult me, which is what I figure. You have our poll over here, and people other channels that are just losers. They're at a low functioning, at a low level. I wouldn't be surprised if they have to remind themselves to breathe. That's what I think. They're at such a low level that they don't understand anything. The things I just said is basic stuff, but I was asked a question about the Saturn moon matrix. I'm not triggered at all. Faceless, nameless, our pool. You're just a wimp. You're a loser. So anyway, that's their typical reaction. You get asked a question and you get a real answer.
Be more
I can answer questions all night long, but I see what level the audience is at. You got biased people here. I take out trash like that on my channel. I don't keep it around me.